Hello. I'm gonna use the Jeremiah Study Bible, aka ESV, English Standard Version. Okay, so today I'm going to read the first chapter of Genesis, basically the beginning and everything that's gonna happen first. Everything that happened first, because a lot of YouTubers don't do that. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and the darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering above the face of the water. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. God called it light day. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day.
And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." And God made the expanse and separate the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. And God called the expanse heaven. And there was evening and there was morning, the second day.
And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and called the waters that were gathered together he called seas. God saw that it was good.
And God said, "Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth." And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, the third day.
And God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and years. Let them be lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the great light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and separate the light from the
darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let the birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens." So God created great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening and there was morning, the fifth day.
And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things and beasts of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Okay, say what you wanted to say. Sorry that I cut.
No, I was gonna continue. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every plant-yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day.
Genesis is the book which contains the vital information concerning the origin of all things. Therefore, the meaning of all things. Genesis, origins. The origins of the universe. The origin of order and complexity. I don't know. Origin of order. I said that. Origin of the solar system. Origin of the atmosphere and atmosphere. Sorry. Atmosphere and hydrosphere. I'm so sorry. I keep getting confused.
It's the origin of life, of man, of marriage, of evil, of language, of government, of culture, of nations, of religion, and of course the origin of the chosen people of God. Now, we will say 6 truths about God. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 6. First, that God has declared his sovereign power and faithfulness in his creation. God is timeless and eternally existent. This is an absolute necessity for the reality we live in, that God be eternally existent. And in Psalms chapter 90 verse 2-4 says, "Before mountains were brought forth," the psalmist writes, or "even you had formed the earth and the world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. You return man to the dust, and say, Return, O children of man, or return, O Adam, for 1,000 years in your sight. Or but as yesterday when it is past, or as a watch in the night." That was the first truth, that God is timeless and eternal existent. The second truth is that God is able to take nothing and turn into something. That's true. He is ever present and intimately involved in his creation. Number 4, the truth number 4 actually, is God's sovereign choice to create all things reveals a purposeful and meaningful existence for all things. He possesses all authority to command and be obeyed. And all of God's works are intentionally in purpose and perfect in wisdom. As well, from verses 14 to 19, we see that God's wisdom, glory, providence, kindness, and power in his creation of the celestial bodies. And God has not only demonstrated his wisdom, but he has demonstrated his providence in creating the celestial bodies. Providence is the caring aspect of God for His creation. And God. God. No, I don't think that's something else. Yeah. That's something else. No, I think it's the same. Yeah. Huh?
I don't know.
No, it's the same. God demonstrates His glorious omnipotence in creating the celestial body. Omnipotence is the all-powerful. It means omni is all. Potence is the powerful. That is the meaning. And it means all-powerful. So, yeah, that's it. That's all.
That's it? Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye. See